Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, bro. Bro, we 1-3, but ain't even really, about that. I told y'all, like I said, it's not no high expectations for this team. All I ever really said was we're gonna be better than what people think, and I think we will. I mean, with this start though, right now, people gonna be doing they victory laps, but it's early. Like I said in my last video, we ain't seen our real lineup, our real starting lineup and the real rotations yet. We haven't, and it made it, worse because then Dylan missed yesterday's game, and Laurie went out there and scored 50, put 50 on our head. And like I said, I was saying yesterday on Twitter, bro, like, yes, here, like, I'm not saying it's not good. We want to see that they play hard and they fight and they don't give up in the game. That's fire. I get it. That is fire, bro. But that also don't matter if I feel like we not playing the guys we supposed to be playing. That's all I was pretty much saying yesterday. Um, sorry about these back there making all the noise. Um, and I want to make this clear too, because some of y'all be reading my tweets like I'm just like, bro. When I'm tweeting these things, I'm not on there like, man, fuck, like I be cussing stuff, bro. But it ain't that deep, gang. And I don't ever get on there like calling the player out their name or taking it outside of basketball, nothing like that. All I was really saying, for the most part, about Royce and Grayson, which they did some good things yesterday. I thought Royce was probably the second best player yesterday on the team in terms of how he played. I just thought him and Grayson having 40 minutes was crazy because the Suns sold us all, off season and shit on, we gonna be, young, athletic, fast, defending out there. So I get the game wasn't going so well for Ryan and stuff like that, but I wouldn't have went just completely away from him when our identity this year is supposed to be defense. We see Matt going on Twitter getting mad at dudes like Bill Simmons, which we all are, because we feel like these people don't really watch the Suns anyway or give a damn about the Suns anyway. But you see our owner on there doing that, bro. But then we still trying out these small lineups for too long. It just make us look crazy, gang. That's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all can't tell me that I'm tripping on that, bro. I get it's early though. That's sort of the main thing where I'm chilling. I slept on it. I get it's early, but it's still like, all right, man. We don't want to. Yes, Jalen was out. Yes, Dylan was out. Obviously, if those guys is playing, obviously Royce and Grayson not playing that because they're not playing that many goddamn minutes. Obviously, but still, this year is supposed to be like, I'm not saying they should be trying to lay down and just be trash and just focus just straight on development. I ain't saying that. I think they should be trying to be like, okay, man, let's try to compete. Let's try to be a play-in team and get in and try to see what we can do by then. But I think they still got to do that this season. They can still do that and still play these guys. Like, for me, a lot of the people are saying don't play Oso at all. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't play Oso at all. That's another thing that people are getting like misconstrued or something. I'm not saying don't play Oso at all. I'm saying don't play Oso at the 5. For the most part, unless he's, another team got a small lineup out there, they playing small ball, then cool. I'm saying it's clear how much better we play when we play Mark or Nick or, one of the real centers out there and then put, like those minutes where Oso was at the 4, Nick was at the 5 were fire. Those were some of the best minutes of the game. Those were some of the best minutes of the game. So I'm not saying don't play Oso. I'm saying don't play Oso at the 5. That's all I'm saying. So it's just like, I'm really just getting on the Suns right now for being just continue to willingly play small when we don't have to. And yes, I get because a lot of y'all was saying yesterday we needed Grayson and Royce's offense. We did. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't have them out there, but I'm saying 40 minutes is crazy when a guy is over there getting 50, and a lot of people saying he was hitting tough shots and he was just hot. He was hot, but there's things that we could be doing on our end that's contributing to somebody like Lauri getting hot, because we got guys like 6'6" kind of guard, somebody that's 7 foot and is a bucket. He don't see them. Lauri don't see them on those on those contests, bro. He covered off screens, and a lot of Suns was messing up on a lot of those screens where Lauri was too open. But there was a lot of those we was contesting Lauri, but they not seeing them, and it's just frustrating when there's dudes on the bench that are athletic, young, like defender builds with 7+ wingspans. I'm not saying Lauri still can't cook them, but it's way harder for Lauri to make these shots when it's a 7+ like wingspan, hands in his face. People that actually contesting him and bothering him. That's all I'm saying. So, like, it's early though. Like I said, I don't believe. Like I said, that'll obviously be happening like that. Hopefully, I'm hearing. Hopefully, we get Jalen back versus Memphis. If not, I expect Jalen to come back at least. The game after Memphis for sure. I believe, but hopefully Dylan will come back too, and hopefully his stuff ain't too serious. But it's just frustrating, bro. That's all. We allowed to be frustrated. I'm not tweaking about like us like trying to be a contender this year. Like I said, that's why I said it's not that much about the win. Like I want to win though. I'm not one of them fans like, we just want to have fun this season. No, I want to develop, and I'm realistic and know we're not contenders, but I don't mean I don't want to win the games and develop guys at the same time. I feel like you can do that. I don't think it has to be one or the other. I don't think you have to be trash and develop guys, or just try not, or just don't really play the young guys and try to actually compete. I think you can meet in the middle, bro. I don't think you have to just be, garbage. I think those dudes can do that. Like, that's why you do a mixture of them and the vets. A mixture of, the young guys, or Sheer, come on, Ryan and them, a mixture of them and, Grayson, Dylan and stuff like that, That's all I'm saying. So, I hope y'all understand that. Like, just quit. Some of y'all, when everybody tweets, like, I'm calling them dudes out their name or something, bro. I'm just talking basketball. Obviously, those guys can play. Even if I was on here saying we need to trade some of them, dude, that's still basketball talk. I don't mean they can't play. It just might just be better for the team and better for them. Like, once all that's, like, bro, KD is my dog. KD my brother for real. That's my dog. Y'all seen my boy said we locked in, gang. KD my dog. But as soon as I seen that stuff happen with him and the Suns, I said, oh, we have to trade him now. Did that mean I'm talking crazy about my dog because I said we got to trade him because I know what's going on? What's up? No, bro. I knew it was that relationship was fried. It was over, bro. And I knew it would be better for him and better for the Suns to just move on, bro. If I could say that about somebody I'm cool with, I could talk to, like, bro, it's, what I'm saying, y'all just don't be so, like I said, I'm not, like, ain't none of my tweets with no, like, ill intent. If I feel like we making the wrong adjustment, stuff like that, basketball-wise and stuff like that, I'm going to say it, but I'm not out here. Like I said, maybe I'll just read. Maybe it's maybe it's the way I type out my tweets, and y'all think my tweets is just mad aggressive or something like that. But I'm not out here trying to like just stomp on niggas. I'm not, bro. I swear I'm not. I'm just talking basketball, bro. Like I said, y'all ain't never seen me really take it past no hoops at all. It's just basketball. And like I said, I still acknowledge what Royce and Grayson bring, bro. I had said y'all can go. Like, then people forget the stuff I have said. I can go find a tweet of me saying I think it was smart of the Suns to make sure the team ain't just dumb young and they keep guys like Grayson and Royce to help out with these young dudes. I got tweets saying that, bro. I have tweets saying that. So, what I'm saying? I just want us to get it together, bro, with the lineups. That's all, man. That's all. And then I want to say this, too. I see some of y'all is, like, thinking that it's just, like, in love with Oso. He's clearly not. There's been twice where the first game we played in this game where he kind of completely went away from Oso at the 5 and had Mark Williams in there. I don't know why my mic did that, but that shows me that Ott knows that it should be, he knows that Mark Williams is a starter. He knows Nick and guys like that gonna need to get more minutes. Like the Suns, know they get it. The whole that's one of the reasons the lineups and stuff is looking a little cuckoo right now, bro. Because Mark is still, they still doing this minute restriction stuff with him and stuff like that. So we'll be straight, gang. We'll be straight. These games will get way more. I don't want to say just competitive, but two of them we got smoked. But the other two games, was pretty much competitive. But all the games I felt like we fought hard. But I didn't still felt like we behind the 8 ball in all the games when it played in though, because we're the team that's lacking talent. So when we're missing some guys, and missing especially our second best player, that puts us far behind the 8 ball because, like I said, we already lacking talent wise, and then we're already not playing the younger talented guys that is on the roster that they feel may not be ready. But my response, like somebody just told me on Twitter, like these guys ain't ready. Ready for what though? I won't understand if we're a team we trying to compete for a championship and like we don't have time for y'all, bro. We're not doing that. That's for teams that's trying to win a chip right now where you talking about they not ready. It don't matter if they not ready. We got to get them ready. They got to play. We're not winning the chip yet. It seems like these guys got to develop. Like the hope is Jalen takes a leap. Come on, Rasheer, Ryan, all of them take leaps within a year or two. And now you're looking at something. Now you got two crazy defensive wings that then took a lead and they can give you some offense. You got a young big man that you took top 10 that can do some things on both of the, both sides of the court. Like that is the thing. Then you got an explosive, dynamic guard that then took a leap and got it more efficient, with Jalen. That's the vision. So when y'all say these dudes ain't ready, we got to get them ready. And they're not going to be ready by sitting on the bench. And like I said, it's not disrespect to Grayson and nothing, but they're not going to be ready if they're sitting behind Grayson and Royce all season and not really getting real minutes. That's not developing them, bro. Obviously, you can't develop them in practice and all that stuff like that, but, bro, playing is the best teacher, bro. Them getting out there and experience is the best teacher. They got to play. That's all I've been pushing. I'm not trying to trash or disrespect none of the vets, bro. I know what they bring and I know what it is, but we'll get there. That's why I said I'm not tripping. Cause like I said, Ogden showed me at least. Like I said, he knows. All right, we're getting smoked out there, size-wise at the 5 and stuff like that. Like, bro, let's put Mark Williams in there. Huge Mark Williams game, by the way, too. And Colin. Colin was hooping. Shout out Colin and Mark, too. Because, I've been talking about, Grayson and Royce, what they bought. But Colin and Mark, I look good, man. You could see the glimpses of this team being a competitive team where, okay, you can see this could be a team that makes, push for, an 8 seed or something like 9 seed, play. You could see it. You could see the glimpses of it for sure. But you got to put it together, and we got to fucking guard. And I think, like I said, that goes into my lineup, questions and what we should be doing to help this team be able to actually guard, because they fry, in my opinion, on, the defense. Like I said, we 4 games in. We ain't been healthy, though, so. And we ain't playing who I thought, like I've been said, but. Like I said, we see it. You can see the glimpses, bro. But I'm going to leave it there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I see a lot of y'all on Twitter. We all pretty much agree. A lot of y'all. Some of y'all is like I said, taking it like wrong. Like I'm trying to slander some of them dudes, but I'm not, bro. It's not. It's just basketball. But I'm going to leave it there, bro. Y'all like the video. I was saying we might double upload today. We'll see what's going on. I got a few dudes I want that, supposed to come on the pod. But, I got some good stuff coming up. But I'm out, bro. Appreciate y'all for watching.